So we always talk quite a lot about typography and web design, and what we get asked a lot is what happens on tablet and mobile. So how do we make this typography responsive? So you can see here, I've mocked this up to try and give you guys a bit of a guide on how we do it. As usual, I don't think there's any kind of hard and fast rule. I think this is a great place to start, and then you can tailor it to each project. What I will say is that on tablet and mobile, probably 99% of websites we've built have used these exact sizes on tablet and mobile. They just work. So on desktop over here, you can see our H1, we start at 56. So this is our default starting template. We always start at 56. Most of the time, this is too small, I think, on desktop, but it depends what the branding looks like, right? And what kind of feel you're trying to evoke. Most of the time, we go quite big with our typography. But even if this was, let's say, 104, right, so let's just pump this up to 104 for now. So we've got big headlines, and maybe we would drop that line height down to maybe 100% or 90%, keep it nice and tight. So let's say that's 104. So even in this case, when we go to tablet, we're still dropping this to 52. Because if we dropped it a bit, let's say if we came up with some kind of percentage rule where we're dropping it at each breakpoint, this is still going to be huge on a tablet. A tablet portrait screen, it's still quite small. And mobile phones are tiny. I often think about people who still have like the iPhone SE type size, and that's such a small screen. We need to make sure when we've got big, long words, those words don't break off the side of the page. So we have found that this is kind of the magic sizing system that we use. Now, looking at it here, I can fully appreciate that that's not the best view, and there's about 1,000 sizes and you don't know what the hell's going on. So I've made a little cheat sheet here. And this would be a good time to pause the video if I make that nice and big like that. And you could take a screenshot of this if there's something you need to do. And then maybe write this. This might be a good thing to kind of design yourself and print up behind your monitor, so you've always got it to refer back to. Or maybe you can bake this into your starting template. So you could make folders of font sizes, and you can make desktop folder, a tablet folder, and a mobile folder. What I will say on this topic is that probably out of all of the websites I've ever designed, maybe 1 or 2% of them I've had to design tablet or mobile versions. Now, the reason for this is that most clients, 9 out of 10 clients, I would say, can't afford us, right? Or have a smaller budget, or say, oh, is there anything you can do on the price? If they then asking to drop the price, I'm not going to be spending a couple of extra days designing tablet and mobile versions for them. I'm just designing desktop version. Then I talk to them and explain, we've built hundreds of sites. We know exactly what needs to happen on mobile. There's no need for us to design the mobile version. It's just a waste of your budget. It'd be much better to put those resources into the branding and the look and feel of the website and the development, so we can make sure that it is awesome rather than wasting it on mobile. We know how to make it look good on mobile. I've literally never in my life had anybody ask me to change anything on mobile. So I think it's quite easy. You just stack everything, right? And if your typography is the correct sizing, which here, this seems to work for pretty much every project, then you're laughing. So to explain this, you've got the desktop sizes on the left, and they're all in white. And then where the typography sizes are in orange, that means it's changed from its original. So you can see that an H5 is 24 on desktop, and we're going to keep it at 24 on tablet. We're going to drop it again on mobile. So everything drops by the time it gets to the mobile breakpoint. You can see down here, L, M, R, S, and T stand for large, medium, regular, small, and tiny. These are our body copy sizes, so our paragraph sizes. We keep them the same throughout. There may be a time when, quite often we'll make the body copy large size, maybe 32, 48 or something like that. Depends on the design. And we'll use that for, like testimonials or something, or big intro paragraphs where we want to make a bit of a statement, but without it being in a heading style. Sometimes we'll then, case by case basis, drop that on mobile, because we don't want this to be, 48 on mobile. If this was 48 on here, I've lost my text box now. Let me just undo. Silly Tom. Maybe we'd make this, we'd drop it to 24 here if it was 48 here and here. But again, it's like an edge case, and you kind of got to feel it out a little bit. but 9 times out of 10, this is the system we use. None of these change. There's no need for them to. And a good way to do this, you'll see here, is I've made a little check. So I've just mocked up some content and I've put it in our mobile sizes. And what I can do is I can grab this phone, this frame. Let's grab this frame. And then I'm going to begin mirroring on my Figma Mirror app. Let's just click OK on this. It's not liking this at the moment, so bear with me. It's because I've tried to be fancy and I've put it all into a big auto layout, which was my first mistake. So I'm going to just ungroup that. And let's come back and grab my example frame. And what I want to do is I just want to see what this looks like on mobile. Now, I'm not sure how much of that you can see, but this is perfectly legible. It looks cool. It looks great. I'm happy with that. So maybe that's something that you can do. Each project is just mock up a couple of sections. So just take your homepage hero section, the next 2 sections, tweak them for mobile, try these sizes out, download the Figma app, click the mirror tab, and literally as soon as you click on a frame on there, it comes up on your phone and you can just scroll up and down on it. Looks great, happy days, no need to waste anyone's time. So hopefully that helps. Let me know if you guys want a more detailed explanation and I can think about how to explain it a little bit better. I also hope that the new microphone is a bit better for you guys. I know we've had a lot of problems with the sound and yeah, have a great day.